Hi everyone. I'm sitting outside. I have kind of put all my craft supplies out on this picnic blanket and I'm gonna decorate my cover of my new journal. I wanted to do a little chat with me, so let's get started on decorating my new journal. So I've been feeling a little conflicted about the style, and I think I want to do like a little apple kind of theme for the cover. But on the other hand, I also have all of this kind of like water and like greenery stuff, but I feel like that's too close to what I did for my last journal cover. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, and it's going to be kind of improvised. So I kind of like this painting I did the other day, but I don't like it enough to be precious about it, so I might just cut it up. And I thought it could be cool to do like the green with the apple. I don't know. So I like the green and red, but I feel like this is a little too busy. So maybe this kind of gingham paper as the background. I kind of like that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have this cute little apple cutout that I'm gonna put on here. I also have this little scrap from my last month's junk journal kit, and I think I'm gonna collage these together. I also have this photo that William took of me that I think could be kind of cool with one of my Cybercore frames, so like maybe the paint one, and have that in the corner there, and maybe even add the CD also. So today was super busy. I had a live portrait painting event, so somebody's birthday that I was hired to paint live watercolor portraits at. I did that from about 2 to 5, and I came home and I was still feeling like I want to be creating something, and my hand kind of hurts from all the portraits. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to paint, but maybe I can finally decorate the cover of my new journal, because I actually have been kind of feeling like I can't journal until I have the cover decorated, which is dumb because the cover doesn't really change whether or not I can journal. I just don't feel like I'm ready yet unless the cover is ready. This is a task I really want to be done today so I can get to journaling. I'm adding this little frame. I did that live event today and that was really fun, and everyone was so sweet. I love when people really love the portraits I paint for them. Because it was a birthday party, it just felt way more chilled out. Weddings are really hectic. They're really fun and they go by really fast. But painting like 150 people at a wedding, it can be very intense. But painting like 30 people at a birthday, that is way more manageable, and I enjoy both for different reasons, but I had a really fun time today doing that, and I still feel like alive right now. Like I don't feel completely exhausted, so I can still create some stuff today, which is kind of nice. So there is my photo, and here I'm wondering if I should cut out little seeds. I think that's probably what I'll do, and then I'm gonna add this little CD sticker in here too. So I have 2 weddings in one weekend, and then I'm going to LA to paint portraits for a journal group, which is like 2 worlds of mine, so that will be really fun. My last journal was very like whimsical, dreamy, and like green and blue, and that's kind of the mode I'm in right now. Things don't change that fast. Here's my apple sticker sheet. I've been eating several apples a day, so I have to have apples all over the cover of my journal because it just makes sense for where I'm at right now with apples. Interests are very complicated. Apples and technology, apparently. These little bubble stickers I'm gonna add to. I think now I might cut little seeds for the apple out of this black gingham. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Sometimes I wonder, am I using too much gingham? Because I love gingham and I use a lot of it kind of. Sometimes I'm like wearing gingham, and then my purse is gingham, and then my blanket's gingham, and I'm like, is this too much? I lost my scissors. Where are they? Found them. Look at this tiny little gingham seed. But look at that. It's gonna look so good. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad you guys witnessed that. Now the trick is gonna be to make the second seat the exact same size. Something about me you're gonna have to get used to is that I'm not a very like careful creator. Like I don't measure, and like it's something that my friends and my husband absolutely hate about me when it comes to cooking and baking. I don't measure. Like I just don't. I would never. I'd rather die than measure. And that's why nothing I bake ever turns out well. But my cooking is good because measurements just don't matter with certain things. It matters with baking. That's why I'm not a good baker. But I feel like I'm a pretty good junk journaler and a good collager because you don't have to plan anything and nothing has to be exact. So this is how the seeds turned out. It turned out absolutely adorable. And now I'm thinking of using my March sticker tapes, the little button ones, because they fit the vibe, but I'm not really sure where I'm putting these, to be honest. I think I'm gonna cut this sticker tape a little bit so I can use it in 2 different places. Yes, that was a good decision. Do I want to use my Apple stickers or more of my technology kind of ones, or maybe my April Patreon sheet? I think I gotta use the April Patreon sheet. April showers themed sticker sheet, so it's a lot of like water stuff, and I think it would be really cool to use my soap and maybe my little guys. I don't know. Guys, I'm so indecisive, but I do like how it's turning out so far. I'm just wondering how I can tie it all together with some cutesy little stickers. This beautiful breeze is out here. It's kind of shuffling my papers a little bit, which is annoying, but it's just so nice out, and the wind chimes are chirping in the breeze. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I wonder where I'm gonna put these stickers. So this one is like the little fishy soap. I think right here. I'm adding this little raindrop one here. Little dewdrop. I know I already have a CD in here, but I'm gonna add another CD. That CD is gonna go right there. My sheet has a bunch of buttons, so I'm gonna take some of the buttons and continue with the button theme from those others. So I just love like the look of the dewdrops. My Cybercore sheet is all full of like early 2000s technology, and I like to juxtapose that with nature and natural, clean, fresh looking elements. So that's what's happening here. I think that having this cover look this way is going to really impact the art that I'm making, and it's going to remind me what it is that's interesting me at this time. And then when I look back on it in years from now, I'll be like, oh yeah, this was what I was interested in at that time. Maybe I need some more red stuff now because that apple is looking really red compared to everything else. So maybe add some of these apple stickers finally. Apple guy in there. And then of course this apple button has got to join the party somewhere. Put another one right here. Wondering now, looking at this, like, do I need the sparkly red? No, it's too much. Or maybe this one. This one's kind of just like a cool shape. It's interesting. I'm gonna put it on top of the green. I'm gonna use my old Reliable rhinestones sheet and put some red hearts all around as well. I think I want to trim everything with this lace, so that's what we're gonna do. My camera died. The only thing I really did was add the trim around, and then I took some packing tape and then sealed it because that really helped with my last journal. So I'm just gonna be proactive, like the acne solution. I'm gonna be ready for damage and just cover it with this. It almost feels like it's like laminated. So yeah, I love how it turned out. Thanks for joining me on this little crafting session. So this is what it turned out like. Kind of retro technology, and yeah, just kind of nostalgic picnicky vibes. And in case anyone's wondering, the actual journal I'm using here is a Strathmore Vision mixed media sketchbook. it's just the best thing for junk journaling. I have used, having a spiral bound is a game changer, and having actually like art quality paper for water media and pens and alcohol markers is just what I need. I'm excited to create some really amazing things in this journal this season. Thanks again for joining me on this craft session, and I'll see you next time.